स्वागत आगत स्वागतम, हम सब करते स्वागतम, हम सब करते स्वागतम। आज हमारे बीच पधारे श्री माता जी आप ही तारे, आज हमारे बीच पधारे श्री माता जी आप ही तारे। झुम झुम के करते हैं गान, झुम झुम के करते हैं गान। स्वागत आगत स्वागतम, स्वागत आगत स्वागतम। उज्ज्वल माता जी के दर्शन पाकर करते हैं स्वागत दिल से गाकर। उज्ज्वल माता जी के दर्शन पाकर करते हैं स्वागत दिल से गाकर। प्रेम फूलों की माला पहनाते हैं हम, प्रेम फूलों की माला पहनाते हैं हम। स्वागत आगत स्वागतम, स्वागत आगत स्वागतम। निर्मल माँ से विनती हमारी, जीवन सुख से कर दे भारी। निर्मल माँ से विनती हमारी, जीवन सुख से कर दे भारी। आनंद प्रेम शांति सदा ही रहे, आनंद प्रेम शांति सदा ही रहे। स्वागत आगत स्वागतम, स्वागत आगत स्वागतम। हम सब करते स्वागतम, हम सब करते स्वागतम। आज हमारे बीच पधारे श्री माता जी आप ही तारे, आज हमारे बीच पधारे श्री माता जी आप ही तारे। झुम झुम के करते हैं गान, झुम झुम के करते हैं गान। स्वागत आगत स्वागतम, स्वागत आगत स्वागतम, स्वागत आगत स्वागतम।
Vishwa Mataji, collectively we bow to our mother and do namaskar. We raise our kundalini and give bandhas. Bring our attention within and pay our respect to Sri Ganesha, saying Sri Ganesh mantra.
Tvameva sakshat Shri Ganesha sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Sri Ganesha, let us be at our Mother Lotus feet and give permission so that our Kundalini completely come up and bless us with the presence. Mantra Shri Adi Kundalini Gauri Mata.
Tvameva sakshat Shri Adi Gauri Mata sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Shri Nirvichara.
Tvameva sakshat Shri Nirvichara sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
With our attention on Sahasrara in touchless awareness, we'll listen to our Holy Mother's speech. Jai Shri Mataji.
I am spellbound to see all this beautiful expression of your love. Such attention and creativity. I must be the luckiest guru. To get the outside nature reproduced here so beautifully. After seeing this, no guru can escape complete melting of his heart. Actually, my disciples are very clever people. They can neutralize any guru. So that Guru's staff, which is used for disciplining the disciple, also melts away into a lotus. Every time it's such a beautiful surprise to see how Sahajogis are getting one with the divine. The expression of their joy, the conception of the divine. You can see very clearly, this is how I want you all to sit in the kingdom of God as I am sitting today. We have to realize that we are now the part and parcel of that cosmic consciousness itself, the Brahma, the one that creates, which coordinates, which plans into all the details, and the one that loves through its creation, through its expression, is that cosmic consciousness. We are not only in it, but we can handle it. We can regulate it. We can use it. We can work it out. This is the state when we are in. We are the Guru. Guru means a thing which is higher than the gravity of the earth, or stronger than the gravity of the earth. what is the gravity of the earth? Superficially, when we see that, we understand it as a thing that acts on our body to keep us on the ground. Also, there is a load of a big atmosphere on our head, of many elephants standing on our head. Plus, the Mother Earth has the gravity to pull us towards herself. That's on the gross level, we understand the gravity. And on the gross level also, we sometimes understand the Guru principle. On the gross level, we think a good Guru is that person who just attracts you towards himself. Bodily attraction. Or maybe other attractions. Which are gross. And that's why people always go to the gurus who are false, who are superficial. But the one who is above the gravity of the Mother Earth, the gross, the subtle, subtler and the subtlest. Beyond all these attractions, that is the one, is the Guru. So, in the very gross way, we see that normally people are attracted towards other through the body element. The gravity acting through the body. A guru who looks like a cinema actor was very much appreciated. They cannot see the totality of beauty, but just one aspect. The earlier gurus who came as false gurus used to paint their faces even in India. Or they would go to special decorators who would make their hair look like Shankara's jatas, and eyes were painted with big black coal up to this, and the whole body was covered with funny type of a powder. Or they would wear a kashaya, a cloth that was given a color of saffron without using the saffron. In 2 rupees you can get that. And people would be attracted towards such a person. They would carry an elephant. To sit on an elephant, even to add to the propensity of the superficial gravity, and walk on the streets. And people would bow to them and give them whatever they wanted. this cannot elevate anyone. Any body attraction can enslave you, cannot give you freedom. It will give you habits for your body enslavements, and also it will enslave you to your guru. If he knows how to keep attractive in various ways. The whole understanding of the cosmic consciousness can be put in one little sentence, that it cannot be attracted by the gravity of any stars, earth, moon or sun. The other attractions one has from the Mother Earth are all for food, greed, lust, materialism at its worst. It comes from matter. All that comes from matter. Once you start getting used to it, you become a slave and not a guru. So the first attempt should be for anybody to be a good guru is to get over material attraction. In a subtler way, we can see it happens like this. A lady or a gentleman buys an ashram in Sahaja. And the Sahajogis start living in that ashram. The owner of that house starts worrying about the house and all material things in that house, rather than the emancipation of the disciples or the Sahajogis who are there. The whole attention is towards the material upkeep of the house and not towards the emancipation of the Sahajogis who are supposed to rise into the cosmic consciousness. And such a person, if he starts believing that he is the guru, or in any way, even a Sahajogi, he is sadly mistaken. Where is your attention is the point. If you are the guru, where is your attention? If your attention is on the correction and the nourishment of yourself and of others, then you are first of all the Sahajogi. And once you rise above the gravitational force of materialism, then you could be called as the guru. Anything that is living has a capacity to rise against the gravity up to a point. That is limited. Like we have seen the trees. They come out of the Mother Earth and grow upward, up to a limited space. Every tree, every type of tree has its own limitations. Cedar will be cedar, and rose will be a rose. Is all controlled by the gravitational force. But there is one thing which rises against the gravitational force, which has no limits, and that is your Kundalini. It cannot be controlled by the gravitational force unless and until you want it to be controlled. Nothing can control it but you and yourself can control it. So as soon as you become in charge of your Kundalini, you have crossed one step forward, that you have overcome the force, that is the gravitational force. Then the cycle of all the 5 elements is bound together. All the 5 elements have to go in a cycle in such a way that nothing is wasted, nothing is spoiled, everything is organized. But the cycle is broken only by the awakening of the Kundalini. Because you enter into the highest of highest, which is the cosmic consciousness, which you know how to regulate yourself. That cosmic consciousness is the Param Tattva, is the principle of all the principles, controls all the principles. So it controls also the principles of all these 5 elements. It controls the Manashakti. It controls the evolution and gives you the power to evolve others. So this great Brahma Shakti is at your lotus feet. Perhaps Sahajogis do not realize what they have achieved. The only difference between a Adi Guru and a Guru, Sadguru I would say, is this, that the Adi Guru knows that he is the controlling power. He knows he is with absolute oneness with the Brahma Tattva, with the cosmic. The authority with which he talks, the complete confidence with which he says things. There is no doubt in his mind in any one of his teachings, he'll say, I verily say to you, that confidence that I am with the Brahma Tattva, that I am the Brahma, and that I am controlling all that Tattva, makes him a prophet. Because whatever he says, prophesies, is the truth. Whatever he says about the past is the truth. And he knows that. He has no doubts. The authority with which Moses talked, authority with which Socrates talked, authority with which Lao Tse talked, all these great Adi-Gurus, from Adinath to Sainath, they didn't say, if you do this way will be good or that way would be good. No, this is what it is, you better do it. This is what it is. But in modern times, those gurus may not work out. That's why a mother had to come. First, to give you realization. Because these gurus did not realize another point, that their disciples not understand them at all. Whatever they are doing out of awe. But awe doesn't have understanding in it. Or even the earlier ones may have had. The generation that came afterwards did not have. So they turned the gurus into a facade, and the whole building they owned as their own, creating all kinds of problems, killing the universality and the collectivity, because Brahma Tattva is the power of the collectivity, is in everything, in the atom, in the molecule, in the human heart. Everywhere it is reflected, depending on the reflector. And it controls. This understanding they had. But the human understanding, perhaps they did not have. That if we today tell them something, they might listen to us, but tomorrow they will forget. So it was necessary that you all should be given realization. Otherwise, also without realization, what's the use? What's the use of talking to people about the colors, those who don't have eyes? So realization has to be given. But it should not be done with diffidence. When a guru does not feel vibrations properly, he becomes definite about giving realization. But even when he feels it clearly, he will not say things with authority. Authority by any chance does not mean aggressiveness. Authority is because you have it, that's why you express it. Like this light is now shining on my face. It is shining, it's not aggressive. Because that's the quality it has got, that it has to shine, so it is shining. In the same way, a guru shines before the disciples. It's very easy to understand this word shine. When you have something dirty, it doesn't shine. Even the gold, which is always shining, is not tarnishable. If you put it under the mud, it won't shine. So you have to wash it, clean it, and rub it nicely so that it shines. But in Guru Tattva, it is from the basics you have to start. Before the gold came into its own state of gold, it was mixed with so many other things. So it had to be heated up, melted away, sieved out, and so many processes it had to go through to become gold. So when you become Sahajogis, you have become gold. Now the second job is to keep this gold shining. And third would be to get a part in the crown of your mother so that you can never be tarnished. Into these three stages one has to go. First of all, to judge yourself, to be a guru, you have to have a gravity of your own, which is not bound by the gravity of the Mother Earth. That's the minimum of minimum. Which does not mean you wear outside the kashaya, the dress that suggests that you are a sannyasi. But from inside, you should be a sannyasi. Now a sannyasi who is inside a sannyasi will have a big bank balance maybe, but will know nothing about it. Will be very indifferent and any day willing to part with it. A sannyasi has to be a person above lust. Should not know what is a lust is. What is this attraction of lust is? That through his Kundalini and Muladhara, he can achieve it. Because now you have a capacity to rise above the gravity. You have got that power now to rise about this lust business, where your attention gets absolutely ruined. But in Sahaja Yoga we have everything. Like on Indian streets you will find the most modern car, a Rolls Royce, Mercedes, as well as you can find a bullock cart, and also lots of cows and buffaloes, everything there. In the same way, I think in Sahaja Yoga we have all kinds. We have some people who are very great. And try to achieve a state of untarnishability. Put their attention to it, work it out. But we also have people who are absolutely useless things, just hanging on to Sahaja Yoga, to use Sahaja Yoga for their own popularity maybe, for their own gains. I don't know for what. I have seen people who give lectures in the name of Sahaja Yoga and are badly caught up. There is that gravity acting in you, remember that. The gravity of the Mother Earth. Some sort of a gravity which should be located. But some of them are nothing but worms. They cannot go higher. And the outsiders see those worms only and try to say that Sahaja Yoga is no good. Your Kundalini has the power. It has all the powers to make you the highest of highest. An ordinary grass can become a cedar. There's no limits to it. But you must have confidence in yourself and confidence in Sahaja Yoga. If you don't have confidence in yourself or in Sahaja Yoga, nothing can work it out. But the highest of all is the sincerity which nobody can instill in you. There are so many descriptions of a guru, how a Sadguru should be. Not in the West, I didn't see that, because I think they never believed in gurus, but they have lots of gurus. Like Pope is another horrible fake guru sitting here. Then we have another one, Bishop of Canterbury, sitting there. All of them are false gurus. Know nothing about Kundalini, don't know anything Brahma. And they just want to denounce Indian ideas, not because they are Indian, but because if Sahaja Yoga is established, they will lose all their earnings. From where will they get their money and their crowns? So they want to propound that they are the solution, achieving nothing, spoiling the name of Christ, saying all kinds of things against him, stupidly, without knowing the divine. Then we have many in the Islam. Horrible people, just the opposite of Muhammad Sahib, doing all wrong things in the name of Muhammad Sahib. It's something like one can understand that a thief has to become an impostor, to behave like a king to show that he is not a thief and to have his thieving done. This is how they are. All of them. Right from India, we have many Brahmins of the same category. This priesthood has to go. Wherever there is a priest, no, it's a mafia. It's a sophisticated mafia. No such yogi guru is going to take any money, nor anybody is going to bow to them, nor they are going to take any kind of special attention. In the sense, in one place, we had an ashram where the guru and the guruvi became very important, and the guruvi wanted her tea to be sent on her bed with a proper table, and she became a mini Mataji or a greater Mataji, because I don't demand many things which she demanded. I never demand anything. Whatever you do is very great for me. And this is how they felt they were great gurus, by asking for this privilege and that privilege. Guru has to suffer the most. That's how he can command. He has to be the example of austerity and of detachment. That's how he is going to get respect. In Sahaja Yoga, nobody is going to respect anybody because that guru has made so much money out of Sahaja Yogis. But the attention on money itself of Sahaja Yogis itself is suggestive that they are not Sahaja Yogis. For example, when you wanted to collect money, I never asked for a house or anything. The idea came from some Sahaja Yogis, there should be a house for me. Who can house me? Just think of it. Is it possible? Is it possible to house me? Not possible. So with a purpose and with my name, we could have something done in the heart of the universe, where everybody is sleeping practically. We had to do something dynamic there. And I heard that some stupid people started arguing on that. That's again the sign of not understanding. If Mother has said yes, she would not do it for no reason. So the power of understanding only comes when we become the power of cosmic consciousness. Because cosmic consciousness understands each and everything. Sitting down here, you can understand everything, you don't have to go there. Everything. And because your mother is a Mahamaya, it may not show, but it will expose one day. So you have to depend on that part of Sahaja Yoga, that it is a Mahamaya's job. So we should not get disturbed or upset. It will show. So you are doubly blessed. First of all, you got your realization, which they say is the hardest thing to get. You have overcome the gravity. And secondly, your mother is the mother of all the Adi Gurus. She is the one who taught all the Adi Gurus. She created the Adi Gurus, and she'll create out of you the Adi Gurus. But the quality has to be of gold. The Guru has to himself accept all the challenges, everything, to go through it, to work it out, to cleanse himself, to see for himself how far he has reached. He has not just to depend on some certificates of few people. It's not artificiality. It is not falsehood. It is reality. And when you come to reality, you must know that you have to be satisfied about yourself. Then comes the confidence. That's how the authority comes in. That you are sure of yourself that whatever you are doing is the reality. Reality and nothing else. And this power is within you. The Kundalini is within you. She is your own mother. All your life you have wasted in doing all kinds of things. People have gone into lots of penances, doing anti-culture, great jobs of ruining themselves and destroying themselves. What did they get? Then they started another sort. They are busy now with another trip. And they'll be busy tomorrow with another trip. But whatever they do stupid, they do it so seriously. That's the most surprising thing is. Into all the details, Nothing should be missing. The complete stupidity must be achieved with full sincerity. That surprises me the most. And then what confidence? If you ask me, why did you do it? He said, what's wrong? You are amazed. There should be a new word rather than bumptiousness for this kind of thing. That you cut your nose, and when the doctor asks you, why did you cut it, it's what's wrong? I've done it well, better than you could do. This is how human nature is. That's stupid. But when it comes to reality, how are you? Devastatingly. We work out our destruction, our construction, and our ascent. Do we do it that assiduously, with that caution, with that care, with that detailed understanding? And the best part of it, that when you are doing it, you get joyous, immediately rewarded. For example, doing all this, you must have all enjoyed, no doubt. Anything that you do in the name of God is immediately rewarded. The the subtlest of subtle in the form of joy, and grossest of grossest in the form of all kinds of things. So why not do it something with complete understanding, meticulously, carefully? Why not? With full attention and concentration. Because the reward is joy. Ultimately, what do we seek is nothing but joy. Rationally we understand, but not from the heart. It doesn't go in the heart easily. Now people are saying, Mother, open my heart. How am I to open it? Just tell me. One has to go for an open heart surgery, I think, the way things are. To open your heart, the Guru has to be generous. Whatever these other gurus are doing, just the opposite of that. What have you given? For example, you are having some people with you in your house, and you are the Guru. What have you given to them? On material level, let us say. Then on physical level, have you ever massaged their head? I have massaged so many people's head. At least 50% of you had that. What physical comfort you have given to that person? If you are the Guru. Then what is the emotional confidence you have given to that person? If you are shouting for that person, why did you keep it there? Why didn't you keep it here? Also, it is vice versa among human beings. If you try to be nice to somebody, that person becomes ego-oriented. Dangerous stuff, you know. You are nice to somebody, you are kind to that person, you give him some money or you give him something. Then they say ego comes in that person. I'm surprised sometimes. How can it be? But it happens. I mean, I have been victim of such a nonsense. That people had to say, Mother, you spoiled that person. Just don't know, how can I spoil? Why it happens? Because human beings have another great quality, that they cannot understand that anybody can care for them, because they cannot care for anyone. Anybody cares for them, they become egoistical. I have known about some Indians who went abroad, and people thought Indians have come as if Adi Gurus have come. They can be worse than you people. And are, no doubt. And then you start worshipping them as Indians. And then you understand that this is just a donkey from India you have brought, which is kicking you all the time. The image of that Indian goodness is not there. Because of this problem, the Guru finds it impossible how to deal with the disciples. But there is a solution. Leave it to your mother, and I'll put them right. All such problems, you can leave it to me. When people try to take advantage of you or take to ego, tell them, now I'm going to leave it to mother, I'm not going to look after you anymore. That will settle them right. They do not know that this cosmic consciousness is also very mischievous. It has lots of mischiefs up its sleeves. And it can work out such mischiefs that people are amazed and aghast. So all such problems, if you cannot deal, you can leave it to me. And another one is to their Kundalini, to tell them that they are catching on this or catching on that. It's your duty to tell them that you are catching on your ego. Better be corrected. Now, all of you can become gurus. Every one of you can become gurus. And can develop that great capacity to be one with that cosmic consciousness, completely out of the clutches of the gravity of the earth, materialism. Without achieving that, you have no right to tell anybody what is to be done. First, it should be your practice and precept in your own life, in your own example. And then, your example is sufficient to convince others. Today, through this understanding that you have to rise about the gravitational force of materialism, which is today's religion everywhere, whatever they may call it, whether it is communism or capitalism or democracy or democracy, whether it is Christianity, Hinduism, Islam or any other nonsense, all of that is nothing but materialism in its all absurd forms. Kundalini is the only thing that can take you like the stalk of the lotus out of this mud of materialism. And that is what one has to achieve, especially in the West. It goes into subtle and subtler and subtlest forms. So be on the lookout, and ultimately it expresses itself as ego. All materialists are egoistical, racist. They are robbers and plunderers. They go to other countries like South Africa and settle down nicely, robbers and plunderers, and extracting the wealth of another. All this can become very sophisticated and beautified. We have to fight that, but to fight that we have to get out of it completely. Otherwise we cannot fight it when we are in it. So all of us should try to get out of it fully. It does not mean that you should all take out your clothes and say that we have given up everything. That's another style it has started now. It means that you respect all that is beautiful. You respect all that is good. But you are not dominated by anything. You are not in the clutches of anything. If I want, I can wear a gold chain, otherwise nothing. Doesn't bother. I don't care. That should be the attitude. If I have, or if I have to, I will. Nothing can dominate me. Nothing can give me status. I stand on my own status and on my position and on my authority because I am that pure consciousness. Nothing can spoil me. Nothing can bring me down. Nothing can bow me. I cannot make anyone dominated by me either. This is how we are going to become great gurus. Imagine 620 people are here, and one guru is sufficient to change the whole world. With 620 gurus, God save the world now. There's a beautiful saying of Adi Shankaracharya, Tad Nishkala, about Brahma Tattva. I am that Brahma. On that. If you have, let me see. That's the best way to understand what you are. Just bring it. Very famous. Have you got it? No, not that. Another. Just bring it. Have you bought the book?
Can you bring the book to Srimataji?
My chashma is in the purse as well. This is the one. Nirvana should come. This one is the one. You just read it in English language. I don't need to just. When you have got your nirvana, what happens to you? It says that.
Home. I'm neither the mind, intelligence, ego, nor chitta, neither the ears nor the tongue, nor the senses of smell and sight, neither ether nor air, nor fire, nor water, nor earth. I am eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva. I'm neither the prana, nor the 5 vital breaths, neither the 7 elements of the body, nor its 5 seats, nor hands, nor feet, nor tongue, nor other organs of action. I'm eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva. Neither greed nor delusion, loathing nor liking have I. Nothing of pride or ego, of Dharma or liberation, neither desire of the mind, nor object for its desiring. I'm eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva. Nothing of pleasure and pain, of virtue and vice do I know, or mantra of sacred place, of Vedas or sacrifice. Neither I am the eater, the food, nor the act of eating. I am eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva. Death or fear I have known, nor any distinction of caste, neither father nor mother, nor even a bird have I, neither friend nor comrade, neither disciple nor guru. I am eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva. I have no form or fancy. The all-pervading I am. Everywhere I exist. And yet, I'm beyond the senses. Neither salvation have, nor anything to be known. I'm eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva.
That's what you are. You are eternal bliss and awareness, the consciousness, the pure consciousness. I think this must be, everybody must remember by heart and must say in all the ashrams. That's a very good way of remembering what you are. May God bless you.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीमहालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha.
Shri Mataji, we all, your children, and all over the world, thank you for your coming on the earth, for blessing us with self-realization. For let us be at your lotus feet. We thank you many and many times. And we pray for, for the people of the world to come to know you and come to your lotus feet. Jai Shri Mataji. We all collectively do our respect to our mother and do namaskar. We will give Kundalini and Bandhan.
देवी